Webinar on the best essential oils for treating sinus infection is about to begin. Hello again and welcome to this webinar, which is about the best essential oils for treating a sinus infection. Now, I can just see there's a few more people joining us. Whilst they're joining us, I'll just tell you a little bit about me. My name's Joe Johnson. I've been working with natural remedies for over 25 years. And it was about 20 years ago I discovered, through simple research, the most powerful essential oils for treating a sinus infection or sinusitis, same thing. Now, before I tell you what those three oils are, I'm going to tell you now. If you use just essential oils for treating your sinus infection will come back sooner or later. Now, why do I say that? The reason is this. First of all, let's look what a sinus infection is. I don't know if you can see that picture there. Well, basically, inside your head is filled with cavities. That's the way nature's made you. And inside these cavities, it's warm, it's dark, it's moist, and there's plenty of food. So, you breathe in, and in the air, in the atmosphere, you're breathing in all day, every day. You have done since the moment you were born. You're breathing in fungus, and you're breathing in bacteria, and you're breathing in viruses. And that's not a problem because you have got an immune system. Now, I'm not going to define what the immune system is. Scientists are still discovering what the immune system is, but it appears to be thousands and thousands of processes all going on at once, designed to keep you alive. And what it's got to do is this. It's got to kill off all these funguses that you're breathing in and lining a perfect home for fungus and bacteria in your sinus. It lands in there and thinks, bingo, plenty of food, no predators, there's even an immune system that won't work properly, and then it starts to breed. So they breed in here, inside your head. And normally your body says, well, hang on a minute, there's a problem here. We've got some parasites, let's flush them out, let's wash them away. So your body produces mucus, snot, call it what you want, and it tries to flush out these parasites. It also, this flushing mechanism causes you to have a runny nose, causes you congestion, and if this mucus can't get out, the pressure starts to build up inside your head. You get splitting headaches, earaches, you'll feel nausea, sick, and it's just a misery. And it's not the fungus and it's not the bacteria. It's the fact that your immune system can't sort the problem out. Remember that, okay? So, first of all, to get rid of your sinus infection, what are you going to do? I came across some research by a student doctor about 1990. And this student doctor did the research with essential oils, and it was called the antimicrobial effects of essential oils. And this student discovered that it was a league table, starting at the top all the way down to the bottom, which ones could kill off the bacteria and the fungus which cause sinus infection. The best three oils are cinnamon. Now, I did the research myself from then. Cinnamon leaf, organic cinnamon leaf, cinnamon, thyme, and the best thyme for your sinus infection, I would say, is organic red thyme. Cinnamon, thyme, and the last one is clove bud. Organic clove bud. So it's cinnamon, thyme, and clove. And if you haven't got one of them, the next best one is, and I don't use the next best one, it'll come to me in a minute. What's the one that they put in Chinese food? Lemongrass. Lemongrass. I don't use it, but it's a very, very good oil for sinus infection. But going back to it, so it's a mixture. This is how you get rid of it. You get a bowl of steaming water like this. You get your kettle. Be careful if you're near children or old people or disabled people, but you get a bowl of steaming water. You then get your sinus remedy, your mixture of essential oils. Remember, cinnamon, thyme and clove. There you go, that's that one. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, you put 6 drops into the water. You get on a nice, firm, flat, safe table. You get your towel over your head and you breathe in the steam. Now this is what happens. As the steam comes up, it brings tiny droplets of cinnamon, thyme and clove. So you're breathing into your nose and you're taking the 3 most powerful natural antibiotics and antifungals into your sinuses. So you're breathing into your nose, and then this remedy will line the inside of your sinuses. Now, this is what's going to happen. It'll kill off the fungus and the bacteria on contact. Tiny little droplets. It'll kill off the parasites on contact. And you think, well, hang on a minute, here's antibiotics. If you go to the doctors normally, they will give you either a nasal spray, a steroid or a steroidal spray. They'll give you all kinds of things, chemicals to breathe in, into your nose or spray into your nose. Now, what happens is this. The chemicals may kill off the fungus, and I say may. It may kill off the fungus and it may kill off the bacteria, but it won't help your immune system. In fact, look at the whenever you buy drugs or anything like that, they give you a big list. Say, please read this first because this has so many side effects. Have a look at the nasal sprays and the decongestants and all the other crap that they are recommending for sinus infection. They've got too many side effects, but the main thing is it'll weaken your immune system. And it's your immune system that you need to be working. If your immune system was working, the chances are you wouldn't have a sinus infection. So, back to this sinus remedy. Cinnamon, thyme and clove, organic. If you use organic oils, breathe them in, you'll get rid of your sinus infection in about 3 days. In about 3 days. The problem is, in about a week or 2, your sinus infection will come back. And it's coming back because you breathe the steam in, the droplets kill everything off, your immune system is still weak. So you stop using the remedy because you're feeling okay, the fungus comes back in, the bacteria comes back in, and you've got a sinus infection again. So what can you do? And I did the research myself and 2 other homeopaths, and we looked at it. What we did, we found 4 very powerful homeopathic remedies which are designed to stimulate your body to get rid of the sinus infection and to boost your immune system. I'll say that again. We got 4 homeopathic remedies and we mixed them with 3 herbal remedies, the cinnamon, thyme and clove. We mixed them together so that when you're breathing in the steam, you're not just breathing in the cinnamon, the thyme and the clove. You're breathing in 4 specific homeopathic remedies to stimulate your immune system to look after you. You get that? It's easy to kill off parasites. You can kill off parasites with bleach, with chemicals, with nasal sprays. It's easy to kill things, but your immune system, it's God's gift. It's God's gift to protect you. It's there to protect you, and it needs a helping hand. Well, the drugs are not going to give it a helping hand. Okay? So you've got to stimulate your immune system, and this is how you do it. So you use the remedy. It's got the 3 oils. It's got the 4 homeopathic remedies. You use it 3 times a day. 3 times, morning, middle of the day, at night. 3 times a day. Your sinus infection will be gone in a few days. Then what I suggest you do is once a day, maybe in the morning, preferably in the morning I would suggest. You get the boiling water out, you use the remedy, maybe before you go to work, before you start your day. That lines your sinuses with cinnamon, thyme, clove and the 4 homeopathic remedies. So that's once a day. After a week, you think, well, if everything's fine, you're feeling stronger, use it once a week after that. So you use the sinus formula. So it used to be called Sinus Doctor. I don't know if you can read that. This remedy has been available to the public now for 20 years. But now, with the homeopathic remedies added to it, we've changed the title from Sinus Doctor to Sinus Formula. It's a recognised homeopathic formula with plant extracts, the cinnamon, thyme and clove. And you use it once a week. That way, once a week, you're killing off the parasites, the fungus, and it's almost always fungus and not bacteria. Which is another reason why you can go to the doctors and he'll give you these antibiotics, and these are designed to kill bacteria. Very often they're not designed to kill fungus. So you'll be struggling. Well, these essential oils, cinnamon, thyme and clove, or lemongrass if you've got that on the shelf, they will kill off the fungus as well, okay? These are no good. Antibiotics are no good for sinus infection, and you'll know that. If you've got sinus infection now, the chances are you've had it before, and you'll know that the nasal sprays don't work. You know the decongestants don't work, the steroids don't work, because it keeps coming back. So that's how you stop it from coming back. You use the sinus remedy once a week, even if you think you haven't got a sinus infection. I'll say that again. Use this remedy, it'll get rid of your sinus infection. Cinnamon, thyme and clove. If you want to make this remedy yourself, go to the website and I actually list the 4 homeopathic ingredients, and you can make the remedy yourself if you wish. So, get rid of your sinus infection with the essential oils and the homeopathy. But then, when you're feeling great, still, once a week, carry on. Because it's like a preventative. And you will never get a sinus infection again. And while I'm at it, you're breathing in through your nose, you're lining the cavities, your sinuses, with the essential oils and the homeopathy. Then spend 2 minutes inhaling into your lungs. Just breathing in, and it takes the aromatherapy or the essential oils and the homeopathy, it takes it down into your lungs and it'll kill off the fungus and the bacteria in your lungs. So it's a fantastic remedy for bronchitis, for cough, anything to do with your lungs. It'll help to clean your lungs, and then once a week it will protect your lungs. Okay. Now, there's 2 links below this webinar, or there will be. And what we can do, if you want us to, you can make the remedy yourself, cinnamon, thyme and clove. The homeopathic ingredients are listed on the website if you want to add them to it. Or we can send it out to you today. We send tens of thousands out over the years to people with sinusitis, sinus infection, post-nasal drip, rhinitis. There's all these fancy words, but it's all the same thing. You are a living organism. You are covered in. You're covered. The whole of your body is covered in tiny creatures, and that's the way life is, and that's perfect. How nature made it, how God made it. And then on the inside of you, in your sinuses, in your lungs, everywhere, you're full of these other creatures. And it's a delicate balance. Delicate balance. And your immune system is there to work with nature. It's a part of nature. You haven't had a sinus infection all your life. In fact, I would say the vast majority of your life you haven't had a sinus infection. So that means your body knows how to live without a sinus infection. It just needs a helping hand. I'll say that again. Your immune system just needs a helping hand just to get it back on track. Then you don't need the drugs. You don't need the nebulizers and the decongestants and the nasal sprays. which reminds me, I get messages about once a month, twice a month, asking me what I think about neti pots, which is where you put salty water or saline solution into a pot and you pour it down one nostril and it goes into all these cavities and it comes out and it helps to wash or swill out your sinuses. And it can offer you some temporary relief. But let me ask you this. If you have parasites in one sinus and you use salty water, saline solution, you pour that water into your sinuses and it washes through all your other sinuses. What have you just done? You've just spread the fungus or the bacteria right round your sinuses. So neti pots or salty saline solutions do offer temporary relief. And people say, oh, it's fantastic, instant relief. But then within a few days, oh, well, I better get some more instant relief because my sinus infections come back. And before you know it, the neti pot has become a way of life as you desperately try to keep swilling around these funguses backwards and forwards. Saline solution is not strong enough. It's not strong enough. Yes, it's natural, but it's not strong enough to kill off the funguses and the bacteria. That's my personal opinion. And if you think about it, if you've got something here and you spread it around all over the place, what have you just done? Imagine if you had some seeds in your garden, some weeds here, and then you spread the weeds all over the place, the seeds of the weeds all over. What's going to happen? They're going to start to breed and grow. And that's what happens with a neti pot. So that's my opinion about how I would avoid the things. Natural antibiotics. Essential oils are natural antibiotics. Certain essential oils. Cinnamon, thyme and clove. Make sure they're organic. They will kill off these natural parasites for you. They'll kill them on contact. You will feel better. The first time you use this remedy, you will be shocked at how powerful it is. And what I mean by that is, be very careful. When you get the towel over your head and you take that first, don't go like this, don't go, because it'll blow your head off. It's very powerful. So what you do, you gently breathe in through your nose. And just breathe out again. Be gentle. It may cause a reaction in the nose so that you are flooded. The mucus will start to be released. The fungus will start to come out. Just use the remedy 3 times a day. 3 days, you'll get rid of your sinus infection. Then use it once a day, just to make sure everything's all right. When you're definitely sure it's gone, use it once a week. Okay? So there's some links below this webinar. Probably 2 or 3 links actually. If you want to know the actual ingredients of the homeopathy, the 4 homeopathic ingredients, it's all down there. Just click the link and have a look. If you want us to send out the sinus formula to you today, click the link, we'll get it sent out. We have got an offer on that goes with this webinar. We can sell 3 for the price of 2. So that's about 50% discount by the time it all works out. We got free shipping worldwide, so it doesn't matter if you're in the US, in the UK, in Europe, in Australia, wherever you are, we can get this perfect blend of essential oils and homeopathy, the mixture, sent out to you. Free shipping worldwide. Okay, so if there's any questions, and I always forget to say something, so get in touch. There's some links on the website, there's emails, there's a phone number to ring us up, we can help you. And I look forward for you to being free of sinus infection for the rest of your life. Okay, so there's links there and you can do that. And I want to spend just 2 minutes now while we're on. So it's about 20 minutes now. This isn't just about sinus infection, because if you think about it, you have already, most people, when they get a sinus infection, they'll go to the doctors for this, or they'll have these sprays for squirting the crap up your nose. down your throat, and you feel like a victim because you place your faith in this other person with his white coat or whatever, or her white coat, and it doesn't work, and it's really upsetting. But I'm saying to you, the very fact that you are watching a webinar about essential oils means that you are prepared to look at alternatives. You are open-minded, and that's fantastic. You're open-minded, and I would say take the authority. You become the authority in your life on your health. Your doctor doesn't own your body. There's only you suffering now. You're in charge of your body. It's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with the doctor. It's up to you. So, and it's finding out, there's thousands and thousands of videos about essential oils and all kinds of forms of natural medicine. I know sometimes there are occasions where it's a good idea to go to the doctors, get a diagnosis or take the drugs, but more often than not, that's a bad idea. The best thing to do is you to become the authority, for you to do the research and to explore all the different forms of natural medicine and well-being. There's all kinds of herbs that you can make drinks that really do stimulate your immune system to look after itself. Now, I'm not an expert on vitamins, but there are thousands of vitamins and concoctions that you can take to stimulate your immune system, and you can do the research. I found the problem with vitamins, some people do recommend certain vitamins for sinus infection. The problem is, which ones do you take? Which ones? Because we don't know. Your immune system is so complicated, it could be missing just one vitamin, but we don't know what it is. So this science formula is a simple way, a tool if you like. It's a tool that you can keep in your toolbox. It's a fantastic way of treating sinusitis, sinus infection, post-nasal drip, rhinitis. All that means is you've got living creatures in your head, in your throat. This stuff works for sore throat. It works for tonsillitis, tonsil stones. Just breathe the tiny droplets onto wherever you're ill, into your lungs, in your throat, wherever. The plant extracts, the essential oils will kill off the fungus and the parasites and the bacteria. The homeopathy will stimulate your natural best friend, your immune system, to help fight off and get you strong again. And then it's just once a week, just as a matter, just as you would occasionally, maybe once or twice a week go for exercise to keep your body moving, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, but once a week, use this remedy just to cleanse and protect your sinuses, your throat and your lungs. And that's how it works. And it's you owning, taking charge of this body. Now we know there's always something going wrong. And if you have a look on the website and the links below, there's all kinds of things that you can do. You can use Mother Nature. Use Mother Nature. Not only to get rid of illnesses, but to protect you from getting illnesses in the first place. So it's a wonderful part of life. It's essential that you own, your part in this. That you think, yeah, I can look after myself, and you can. Using herbs, using homeopathy, using good food, vegetables, fresh water. And it's just doing a little bit at a time. It's not about having a massive transformation. Because what you'll notice, and I'll mention this, a lot of people who get a sinus infection, they go to the doctors and they get the drugs. So the drugs weaken the immune system. So you get a sinus infection, then you get a yeast infection because you've got a weak immune system. And that it might be on your genitals, it might be under your arm, it might be between your toes, it might be on your fingernails, it might be on your scalp. All kinds of other parasites start moving in around your body. They say, hey, this body, The soldiers on this body, the guards, the defence system of this body isn't working. Let's move in. It's free food. So don't become free food. So it's starting to look after yourself. Reduce the amount of chemicals. I'm not saying don't eat fast food or refined food. I'm just saying reduce the amount of crap you're putting in your body. Put a bit of fresh food in. Put some fresh water in. Use herbs. Use fresh food. Use homeopathy. Use the internet and explore. Find vitamins that you need. Essential to do a little bit of exercise. Do some exercise, even if it's only walking 10 yards. And then set yourself a target within a week, walk 100 yards. Within a month, walk 300 yards. You can do it and treat it like a bit of fun. And use these natural remedies as fun, as an expression of your intelligence to start looking after your body. And find essential oils and homeopathic remedies for other ailments or conditions that you might have. And you start to be in charge. And you'll feel better. You will, not just physically better, you feel better in your heart and in your mind and your nerves. And it's a great feeling. Alright. So, sinus formula, click the link below the video, we'll get it sent out to you. If there's any questions, have a look there. There's tons of frequently asked questions and answers and all of that. Alright, well, thanks for watching this short webinar. Remember, cinnamon, thyme, clove, homeopathy, mix them together, get rid of sinus infection and get on with your life. Alright, bye for now. Well, I hope you liked this video and this webinar. I hope you found the information useful. Please use the information and you'll soon start to feel better. Now, could you do us a favour? Please subscribe so that the next time I put a video out, you'll automatically be informed. You know, we'll give you plenty of tips and plenty of advice to help you with this condition. Now, also, could you please click like? It helps us. And then the last thing is, if you've got something to say, any comment, positive or negative, please leave a message underneath this video. And also, if you know somebody who's got this condition or might benefit from watching this video, please share this with them or share this channel with them. We're here to help. Okay? And also you can visit our websites. We've got a couple of websites. There's homeopathicremedyfinder.com or healthproductsbusiness.com, and there's plenty of information there. And if you want to get in touch, email me or leave us a message on the phone and we'll get back to you. Alright, thanks very much. Bye for now.